Hi everyone, my name is Parul. Welcome to my channel Parul English Lab. In this video, I'm going to talk about reported speech. Reported speech is very common in English language. We use it almost every day in our conversation. Yet, sometimes there can be some confusion. So today, we will look at reported speech. I will tell you how to use it, when to use it, and I will also give you some good examples of reported speech. So please watch this video till the end, and I assure you that after watching this video, you are never going to have any confusion in this. So let's start our today's session. Reported speech is simply when we tell someone what someone else said. It is used in storytelling or conveying the message. That's why it's very, very important. And reported speech is also called indirect speech. It is quite different from direct speech. Direct speech is used when you report the message in the exact words of the speaker. For example, Max, this is what he said. This is the dialogue of Max. I am busy now. Okay, so you can see that this dialogue is in the quotation marks. These are quotation marks or inverted commas. Okay, so this shows that these are the exact words of Max. This is exactly what he said. Okay, so this is direct speech, the exact words of the speaker. Now, indirect speech, if we have to change it into indirect speech, then we have to make some changes. Okay, Max said that he was busy then. So these are not exact words, but this is what Max said. Now here, these are 5 important points that you need to keep in mind. These are the changes that you have to make while making an indirect speech. Number 1, remove quotation marks and add that. So here you have to remove the quotation marks or inverted commas. Why? Because we use quotation marks to show the exact words of the speaker. And here these are not exact words, so we don't need quotation marks. Okay, so remove that and add that here. So you have to add that just to connect two clauses. Max said, this is the first clause. He was busy then, the second clause. So when you have to connect these two clauses, you have to use that. That's a rule. Okay. So first change, remove quotation marks and add that. This we have done. Second, add a reporting verb. You have to add a reporting verb also. Reporting verb is this. Max said, he said, he ordered, he requested. So these are reporting verbs and we will understand that in detail later, but as of now just understand that you have to add a reporting verb. Okay, next is change the pronoun. So we know what are pronouns, you already have done that. Pronouns are like he, she, it, they, we, us, ourselves, themselves, him, her. These all are pronouns. I have made a detailed video on pronoun. I hope you all have watched that. If not, then I will mention the link in description box. Please go through it. So now we have to change the pronoun. It's quite obvious because if Max says, I'm busy now, and when you tell it to someone else later, so you will not say that Max said, I was busy then. I was. This way you are talking about yourself, not Max. So you have to use he. Max said that he was busy then. You are not busy. I'm not busy. He was busy. Okay. So this way you have to change the pronoun. You have to use it according to the sentence. Now next is backshift the tense. Now what is the meaning of backshift? So backshift the tense means moving the tense back one tense. Okay. For example, if it is in present simple, then you have to move the tense back one tense. So present simple will change into past simple. And why do we change it? Why do we backshift the tense? Because just imagine that today Max says, I am busy right now. I am busy right now. Present. And after some time, maybe few hours or few days, you tell it to someone that this is what Max said. So you can't frame it in present simple because you're not talking about present, that has become past. You cannot say that Max said that he is busy now, because he is not busy right now. He was busy in the past, but right now he is not busy. So you have to change it into past. That's why we have to back shift the tense. Okay? So this also we will understand over here. So you have to back shift the tense. Next is change the time and place words. Time and place words are like here, ago, now, last week, next week. So you have to change this also because there is a change in the time. Okay, like here he said it right now in present, but when you report the speech later, that becomes the past. So according to this, you have to change the time and place word also. Okay, so I will give you time and place words and the tenses also. So I hope you have understood these 5 points. So these are the 5 changes that you have to make while making an indirect speech. Don't forget to do that. Okay, so these 5 changes, I have done that. I have removed the quotation marks, I have added that, I have added the reporting verb, then changed the pronoun Max, he. Backshift the tense, this is I am busy now, this is present simple, and he was busy then, this is past simple. And change the time and place words, now changes into then. Okay, so if you keep these 5 points in your mind, you are never going to frame a wrong indirect speech. Okay, now let me give you some time and place words. Here will change into there, ago, before, now, then, today, that day, tonight, that night, this, that, last week, the previous week, the week before. Whichever you want to use, they both are correct. Tomorrow, you have 3 options: the next day, the following day, the day after. Yesterday, the previous day, the day before. Next week, the following week. Okay, so these are time and place words, and that's how you have to change them. Now let's move on to backshift the tenses. So present simple, here present simple we changed it into past simple, present simple will change it to past simple. Okay, moving the tense back 1 tense. So present simple, past simple. Present continuous will change into past continuous. Present perfect, past perfect. So basically what is happening here, we are talking about the past. Okay, because whatever happened, whether it happened in past or present, but we tell it to someone else later. So that is again past, and that's the reason we have to backshift the tense. Okay, so past of present continuous is past continuous. Present perfect, past of present perfect is past perfect. Okay, past simple will change into past perfect. So present perfect and past simple, they both will change into past perfect. Past continuous will change into past perfect continuous. Past perfect will not change because there is no past of past perfect. Okay, so past perfect, past perfect. Now let's talk about the future tense. So while talking about future tense, just keep one thing in mind, that will be replaced by would. So shall and will change into would. Now some modal verbs. Can will change into could, may, might. Again, could is the past form of can, might is the past form of may. Okay, so basically we are using past forms. Have to will change into had to. Must will not change. You can use must or had to. They both are correct. Now could, might, should, would, ought to, they will not change because they are already past forms of modal verbs. Okay, so this is what it is. So just keep this thing in mind. This is all about reported speech. This is the reported speech in a nutshell. Okay, so if you remember all these rules, you will never have a problem with reported speech, and it's very, very important. We use it every day in our day-to-day conversation. So please revise, and this is a part of advanced English. That's why again I would say the same thing, that please revise or brush up your tenses, your modal verbs, because you know that is basic and this is advanced level. So if you don't have good command on the basics of English grammar, you will never understand all these things. So this is quite advanced. So please brush up your basic grammatical concepts so that you can understand this in a better way. Okay, now please pause it here and make a note of all these rules so that you don't forget them later. Now let's have some examples. Now let's go through some examples. She said, I am playing the guitar. So she said, no quotation marks, then that will connect two clauses. So she said that. Now I am playing the guitar. So which tense is this? This is present continuous. So present continuous will change into past continuous. Okay, so I am playing the guitar. In place of I, we will use she, because she used it for herself. She said, I am playing the guitar. Now you can't say she said, I was playing the guitar, because you are not talking about yourself, you're talking about her, she. She said that she was playing the guitar. So this way you have to make an indirect speech. He said, Max has finished his homework. So which tense is this? Max has finished his homework. This is present perfect, and present perfect will change into past perfect. So he said that Max, again here we are using the name, so this is not a pronoun, this is a noun, a name, so we don't have to change the name, we only change the pronoun. So he said that Max had finished his homework. So past perfect, subject plus had plus third form of the verb. Please brush up your tenses. Okay, so they said James arrived on Sunday. Again the name. They said that James, this is past simple, arrived on Sunday. Again past simple changes into past perfect. So they said that James had arrived on Sunday. She said, I will be in Delhi tomorrow. So this is will. So in place of will we use would. So will be will change into would be, will have, would have, will have been, would have been. Okay, so she said, I will be in Delhi tomorrow. So she said that she would be in Delhi the following day. Now here we have some modal verbs. Tia said, I must write the report today. So Tia said that she must, because you can use must or had to, they both are correct. So she must or she had to write the report that day. Now today will change into that day. James said to me, you can meet me tomorrow. So James said it to me, you can, that means I can meet him. Okay, you can meet me tomorrow. So James said to me that I could, can will change into could, I could meet him. Okay, I could meet him, James, the following day. Tomorrow will change into the following day or the next day. Next is Max said, I might help you. So we don't change might. So Max said that he, okay, we are using it for Max. Max said that he might help me, help you, help me. Okay, so this way you are going to change the pronoun depending upon the sentence. Okay, so I think it's clear to you because it's quite easy. Once you understand the rules, it's very easy to write reported speech. Now let's see how to report a question that somebody asked. First rule is that if yes and no question, if there is a question where the answer is either yes or no, then we use if or whether as a connecting word in place of that. Okay, and when there is a preference, when there is a choice, this or this, then again we use whether. How? Let's see. Are you going to the conference? Okay, so this is a question. Are you going to the conference? So answer can be yes or no. So we can use if or whether. They both are correct, and if is more common. He asked me, not said because this is a question. He asked me if I was going to the conference. So are you going to the conference? This is present continuous. So present continuous will change into past continuous. So he asked me if I was going to the conference. Next is, have you finished your work? So this is present perfect. They asked me, or he also, depending upon the person. If plural, then they. If singular, then he or she. They asked me whether I had finished my work, or if I had finished my work. They both are correct. So this is past perfect and this is present perfect. She said, do you like tea or coffee? So here it's a choice, it's a preference, tea or coffee. So here you will use whether. She asked whether I liked tea or coffee. So do you like tea or coffee? This is present simple. Present simple will change into past simple. So she asked whether I liked tea or coffee. He said, do you want a red shirt or a white shirt? Again, a choice, a preference. He asked whether I wanted a red shirt or a white shirt. Okay, so this way you will use if or whether to connect two clauses, not that. Now next, questions with a question word. When you have a question that starts with a question word, then what you're going to do is, he said, where are you going? This is present continuous. He said, where are you going? So he asked me where. Again you will start with the question word and then the subject will come. Where was I going? No, where I was going. Okay, where I was going. So present continuous will change into past continuous. They said, why didn't you say anything? So this is simple past negative question. Why didn't you say anything? So they asked us, or they asked me, depending upon the sentence, you will use the pronoun. They asked us why we hadn't. Simple past will change into past perfect. Why we hadn't said, third form of the verb, said anything. Why we hadn't said anything. She said, how much did it cost? Again simple past will change into past perfect. She asked me how. Again you will start with the question word only. How much it had cost. So how much had it cost? No, how much it had cost. Okay. Now next is, he said, when will you come? So will change into would. So he asked me when I would come. So this way you will report a question. We have seen how to report affirmative sentences, negative sentences or interrogative sentences. Now let's see how to report an imperative sentence. Means order, command, advice, request, etc. I have made a video on different types of sentences as well. If you have not watched it, I'll mention the link in description box. Please watch it. Okay, so here I'm explaining how to report different kind of or different types of sentences. Now these are imperative sentences where we order or we give advice or we give commands or request. Okay, so these are imperative sentences. So here the rule is that you have to use to or not to. So in a positive sentence you will use to, and when there is a negative sentence use not to. Okay, and if it's a request, if please is there, then omit the word please. Now let's see. Don't disturb the class, said the teacher to the boys. So it's an order, don't disturb the class. How you will change it into an indirect speech? The teacher ordered. Here you are not going to say said. Okay, so order, because it's an order. The teacher ordered the boys not to disturb the class. Don't disturb the class. So it's a negative sentence. So when it's a negative sentence, then you will use not to. When it's a positive sentence, then you will use to. Okay, and here we are not changing the tense. There is no backshift because that's not required here in imperative sentences. Okay, so these are in present only because it's a command, so you can use as it is. So the teacher ordered the boys not to disturb the class. Please give me some water, he said. So what do you think? Is it an order or a command or a request or an advice? It's a request. So he requested to give him some water. So it's not a negative sentence, so we are not going to use not to, we will use to. He requested to give him some water. Next is be careful, he said to me. So it is a kind of an advice, be careful. It's getting dark, so be careful. He advised me to be careful. Next is don't go there, she said. So it can be an advice also, don't go there. It can be dangerous, or this can be an order as well. Don't go there, you're not supposed to go there. Okay, so depending upon the sentence, you can use the reported verb. Here I have used ordered, you can use advise also if it is an advice. She ordered me not to go there. So it's a negative sentence, so not to go there. Next, let's see how we report optative sentences. These sentences express a wish, desire, pray, curse, etc. For example, may God bless you. May you get the success. May you have a long and healthy life. So generally, these sentences start with may and they end with an exclamation mark. This. Okay. Now let's see how we report these kind of sentences. She said to me, may you get success. So may will change into might. Okay. So she said to me. Here we are not going to use said because it's a wish. So she wished me. Reported verb will be wish. She wished me that I might, not might I. It will start with a subject. I might get success. May you get success. So I might get success. He said to his enemy, may you go to hell. So it's not a wish, it's a curse. So here the reported verb will be cursed. He cursed his enemy that he might go to hell. People said God saved the nation. So here there is no may, but it has a hidden meaning. Okay, so in reported speech we will use might. People prayed that God might save the nation. He said to her, goodbye, my sister. So here for goodbye and good night, we use the verb bid. And past form of bid is bade. So as a reported verb, we use bade. Bade, again, it means wish, but we generally use bade for goodbye and good night. So he bade his sister goodbye, or he bade goodbye to his sister. They both are correct. Son said to his mom good night. So again Here it's good night, so the reported verb will be bade again. The son bade his mom good night. My sister said to me good morning, so it's a wish. So reported verb will be wish. My sister wished me good morning. Next is exclamatory sentences. Let's see how we are supposed to report an exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentences are those sentences that express state of joy, sorrow or wonder. Joy when you are really delighted, sorrow when you are really sad, wonder when you are surprised or astonished. So here he said, hooray, we won the match. Exclamatory sentences are like, hooray, we have won the match. Alas, we have lost the match. Wow, she's so pretty. So when there is a sudden outburst of your emotions, strong emotions, those are called exclamatory sentences. Again, if you want to learn these sentences in detail, then I will mention the link in description box. Please watch that video, types of sentences. Now back to the topic. So here we use three types of reported verbs. Number one, exclaimed with joy. When you're really happy, exclaimed with joy. Exclaimed with wonder when you're really surprised or astonished. Or exclaimed with sorrow when you're really sad. Okay, so first is, he said, hooray, we won the match. So this is simple past. Here we will backshift the tense. Hooray, we won the match. He exclaimed with joy because he is really happy. He exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. They had, simple past, past perfect. They had won the match. Next is, James said, wow, what a nice shirt it is. So this is simple present. James exclaimed with wonder that it was a nice shirt. She said, oh God, I broke the vase. She exclaimed with sorrow that she had broken the vase. So this is simple past, this is past perfect. So this way you are going to report exclamatory sentences. Now let's see how we are supposed to report the sentences that start with let. Now when the meaning of let is a suggestion, proposal or a wish, then we will use should. Okay, how? She said to him, let's go for a movie. So this is kind of a suggestion, okay, or a proposal. All right, so she said to him, let's go for a movie. So the reported word will be proposed because it is a kind of a proposal. She proposed to him that, again you are going to connect the two clauses with that they should go for a movie. So here we will use should when the meaning of let is suggestion, proposal or a wish. Just remember that. He said to me, let's play cricket. So again this is a proposal. Let's play cricket. It's a proposal. So we are going to use should. He proposed to me that we should play cricket. Next is, Tia said, let me buy earrings. So here she is saying for herself, let me buy earrings. So it is a kind of a wish. Tia wished that she should buy earrings. Okay, that's her wish, that she wants to buy earrings. My mom told me, let me complete my work. So I went up to my mom and I asked her to cook something for me, and she said, first let me complete my work and then I will cook for you. Okay, so here my mom suggested to me that she should complete her work first and then she will cook something for me. Okay, so my mom suggested, it is a kind of a suggestion that she is giving to me. She suggested to me that she should complete her work first. They said, let us wait for some time. So when I write here let's, this means let us. Okay, let's. So they said, let's wait for some time. Okay, so this is a suggestion. So should we go? No, I think we should wait for some more time. Let's wait for some time. So it's a suggestion. They suggested that they should wait for some time. Okay, so this way you have to use the reported verb. Like if you wish, then wish. If you propose, then use propose. If it's a suggestion, then use suggest. So this way use a reported verb. Now next is, when the meaning of let is to allow or order, then how are we supposed to report the message? She said, let me go. Okay, so what do you think? Is it an order or a request? Okay, so it's a request. Okay, she is saying, please allow me to go. Let me go. So she requested to. So here we are going to connect with to. Here we used should. Okay, however we connected with that, but we use the verb should. But here we will connect with to, not that. So this is the difference. So she requested to allow her to go. So here you can use let also. Whenever it's a request, you can use either allow or let. So she requested to allow her to go, or she requested to let her go. Then this to will not come. To let her go. Now next is, the boss said to the employees, let the meeting begin. So it is kind of an order. The boss ordered the employees to let the meeting begin. Here you are not going to use allow, because we use allow when it's a request. Here it's an order, so you will use let. The boss ordered the employees to let the meeting begin. Max said to James, let me do it. So here again it is an order. It sounds like an order. So Max ordered James to let him do that. Let me do that, to let him do that. Now let me tell you when not to change the tense in reported speech. So generally we change the tense, we backshift the tense in reported speech, but when we are not supposed to change the tense. So number one, the rule is the reported verb is in present. When the reported verb is in present, then you don't have to change the tense. So here it is not said, it is says. She says, she wishes, she advises. Then there is no change in the tense. Okay, so she says I will come, she says that she will come. So no change. Okay, when the reported verb is in present tense, simple present. Next is scientific facts. When you're talking about scientific facts or general truths, or there are some sayings, for example, if you say that Max said that earth revolves around the sun. So again you're not going to change it, that earth revolved around the sun. You're not going to make it in past simple, because this is a scientific fact and you cannot change it. Okay, and if there is a saying, she said that cleanliness is next to godliness. So this is a saying, again you cannot change it. Okay, and Max said I am left-handed. So Max said that he is left-handed because he is still left-handed. It's a fact. Third rule is, if the speaker reports something immediately or soon after it was said. Generally we backshift the tense when we report a speech after some time, quite some time, but when immediately you convey a message, then you're not supposed to change the tense. For example, Tia said I'm thirsty, and Max asked, what did she say? I couldn't hear that. She said she's thirsty. You're not going to say she said that she was thirsty, because she is still thirsty. Immediately you have conveyed the message. Okay, so if the speaker reports something immediately or soon after it was said, then you will not change the tense in a reported speech. So these are three areas where you're not supposed to change the tense in reported speech. So now I think I have covered this topic completely. Now please go through it again and again, learn the rules and practice. And if you have any doubts, please mention in comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Keep watching, keep learning. Thank you, take care, bye-bye. Thank you for watching my videos. If you find them helpful, please like and share with your friends. Feel free to leave comments. Do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive a notification for the new videos. Thank you, take care, and have a great day.